Hey, what's up guys, welcome to this top 5 cheap icons with me, your boy Fifa 1 HD. Thank you for your previous support on these videos, always have done really well and I hope that will continue. Please smash that like button if you do enjoy it, and also let me know what icons you've been using, if you think that I've picked some absolute fantastic options, or maybe you think I've had a mare and I should have included someone else. Let me know, and everyone else watching, in the comments below, as that is fantastic and I love reading what you guys have to say on the icons within FIFA 21. We're going to kick off without further ado with the 85 rated Michael Loudup. Now this is a card I had not used in previous FIFAs. I'd never been interested in Loudup as a player, to be honest. I don't know why I always overlook this icon card. But this time around I thought, you know what, I'm going to freshen up my top 5s when you use some players that I haven't tried out and see what I think. And this card really blew me away. One of the cheaper icons that you can buy, currently going for around sort of 260, 280, which is a lot of coins for an 85 rated, but we are in the start of FIFA where the coins for icons will be a lot more expensive than they will more in towards the middle and end of FIFA, where this guy will be an absolute bargain and probably be knocking around the 120 mark or even below. But what a card you were getting in return. He is so incredibly fast, which makes him very viable for playing at striker, centre forward, centre attacking mid, or even central midfield. So you've got a lot of options for where you can use this guy. His finishing, even though on the face of it being 74 rated overall, doesn't look that fantastic. He has some workable stats. Attack position at 81, then you combine finishing at 74 with shot power at 74. You can upgrade those areas with the right chemistry style on him and really turn him into a very solid player that will score when he gets the chances. As you will see, he scored some fantastic goals for me. He popped up in good areas and he also was able to work those chances himself with his fantastic pace and his very solid dribbling. I love this guy on the ball, so good. He could create for others. Vision at 87 is fantastic. Crossing is good when he finds himself in wide areas. His short passing is absolutely superb, so he really can lay it on a plate for his teammates, which is why a lot of people will probably want to use him at cam, and that's a definite good area that you can use him in. But also the fact that he can carry the ball himself. He's got 4-star skill moves, also 4-star weak foot, which is worth mentioning, and then you throw in the fact that his dribbling is so good. Yes, his balance could be a little bit better, but to be honest I had no issues because his agility was so high. Then you throw in the fact that his ball control, dribbling and composure are also really up there, and he also has the really good technical dribbler trait, which all of those things combined with his finesse shot, with his flair overall, just make him a really fun standout player to be using and an icon that I would definitely recommend. So our next pick is the 86 rated Michael Owen, which again is a very good card for the money. I think this card, it will be overlooked by a fair few because maybe he isn't the fastest player in game, but actually 84 pace doesn't really feel like that in game. He feels much faster. If you use the right chemistry style on him, you can make him feel like a 90+ sort of pace player in this game, and he will have no trouble getting in behind and beating even the quickest fullbacks and centre backs with absolute ease. And then when he's in front of goal, there are very few better at converting the chances. Michael Owen is exceptional for scoring those 1v1 chances. His attack position at 92 means that he will make superb runs and he'll be in the right areas to score the goals inside that box. That's where he comes alive. His finishing is incredible at 90. Very much near perfect, and obviously if you do use maybe the Hunter chemistry style on him, you'll get even more out of him, where he just feels like he can't miss, which is exactly why you would want to buy this sort of icon, because you want them to score goals and deliver those wins, and that's what Owen does for you. He is superb. He can also score from distance, good shot power, decent enough long shots, his volleys and penalties are good, so he can score a range of goals. Even his heading accuracy and his jumping are really solid, so you can score headers too. He can score all sorts of goals, but where he really will come alive, as I say, is definitely in the box, where he is an absolute predator. Passing wise, yes, is poor. It's one of the worst areas on the card, but he's usable enough. He can play those short passes, those little give and goes. I wouldn't expect him to be playing anyone in, but that's fine because, to be honest, you're going to be wanting Owen on the end of those chances, not the other way around. So it's fine, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Dribbling wise, he's actually pretty solid. Yes, he doesn't have maybe the skill moves to go along with it, but his agility and balance are solid at 82 and 84. His ball control, dribbling and composure are also really good. And if you did want to upgrade this area, you can obviously do that with the right chemistry style on him. Overall, I just thought he was a fantastic card. Very, very reliable in front of goal. Comes with the finesse shot trait too, which makes him very, very good for scoring those 1v1 chances, and really just sums him up as a player. Fantastic pace, good for getting in, got the dribbling ability to beat a man, very intelligent runs, and a really, really lethal striker that would definitely rack up a lot of goals for you. Now our third pick comes in the form of the 86 rated icon Veron. Again, weirdly enough, a player that I hadn't used very much in FIFA over the years for whatever reason, but the card is really, really appealing for many reasons. He is 70 or above in absolutely every base icon stat, and then when you look at his actual attribute details, he's really, really solid at everything. There's only a few things that do let him down. However, you will need to consider the fact that his agility and balance are one of those areas, and his tackling isn't maybe as good as you would think it would be. But he is strong, he's super aggressive, and when he does win the ball back, he's got a good range of ball control, dribbling to move the ball forward. His vision, crossing, free kick accuracy, short and long range passing, as well as his curve, are really, really solid. Everything 80 or above, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you add in the shooting column, which is brilliant too. Very, very good from distance, more so than close range, don't get me wrong, but he will score goals. He will make good last minute runs. He'll hit the ball with absolute tremendous power and really take the back of the net off. He can score those sort of breathtaking low drives, really powerful shots into the corners, and he will do that very, very easily. But he also is a creator. He's one of those players that will tick along in your team, will do the dirty work, will get the ball, will move it forward. Things just seem to happen around him. He may not be as glamorous as the likes of Loudup or Owen and really set the bar alight sort of thing, but he is a real workmanlike player that you can really craft into the player that you need him to be, whether that's at CDM, central midfield, or even cam. With the right chemistry style on him, you can definitely mould Veron into what you need him to be, and that is one of the best things about this card. I really enjoyed it. I think he's a very worthy pick, especially early on with FIFA, because he is good at everything. Maybe not the best at everything, but certainly good at everything, and with the right chemistry style on him, you can definitely upgrade those areas into making him a really, really solid pick within this game. So our penultimate pick comes in the form of the 87 rated Henrik Larsson. Now, a fantastic card that is one of the more expensive players within this lineup, but still a player that you can get for sub 300k and whose price will fall. Now obviously the pace is sort of on par with some of the recent players where it's not quite been in that 90 pace bracket, but at 85 there's still an awful lot to work with, and he feels very, very quick. He's got that good acceleration at 87, so he is fast. He's able to get in behind well, also because he's got great attack positioning. 93 on the attack positioning is superb, so good. Then you throw in the fact that he's got incredible 1v1 finishing at 88. Long shots and shot power are decent enough. Volleys and penalties really good, and great composure at 88. His dribbling is really decent. Maybe not the best balance in the world, but he has enough strength to really hold off people, and he does have very good ball control and dribbling for a striker. Not going to go past people with loads of skill moves, that's not really his style. He only has 3-star skill moves, but it's usable enough. But realistically, it's about the runs and the movement from Larsson that will get him in time and time again. Also comes with a 4-star weak foot, very, very good finishing, really clinical, great aerially too. So if you are whipping in crosses, this guy is going to be able to get on the end of them because he is superb. Great jumping and heading accuracy, which makes a deadly combination. Overall, a fantastic player that can do the passing game too. Yes, it's not something you would write home about and brag, but he is usable enough. His vision, his crossing, free kick accuracy, realistically everything in that column is really, really solid, and it's very good. It's in the 70s or above, and that is very usable. Especially if you do want to play him slightly deeper, you can definitely upgrade this area with the right chemistry style on him and get a little bit more out of him. But realistically, you are going to use this guy at striker, and he will deliver you goal after goal after goal, as he did for me. Very clinical, really overpowered, and a great player for finishing those chances and really topping off your team. Now our final pick within this top 5 lineup comes in the form of the highest rated player within this lineup, which is the 89 rated Ryan Giggs. Now some people will be more tempted with the 87 rated version because it is quicker, but again, like I've said with the other players within this lineup, but with the right chemistry style on him, you can improve the deficiencies, which are why he is a little bit cheaper and why he falls within this video, being that sort of cheap but still very usable icon. An icon, Giggs, is really good. 89 rated is a fantastic overall rating, and there's a lot of reasons why he has such a high rating. Yes, he maybe isn't the fastest overall, but 84 acceleration and 84 acceleration are really good stats to work with. As I say, if you use a hunter chemistry style on him or something like that, you can really boost that pace and really make him feel like a 90 plus pace player, which is exactly what you want from a tricky winger. If you were playing him at left wing, left forward, you were really going to be able to take advantage of his attacking qualities, which is absolutely one of the reasons why you would want to go out and buy this card. His attack position at 90, finishing at 80, and then decent shot power, long shots, volleys and penalties make him a real goal threat, and he delivers in front of goal very well. He does have a 2-star weak foot, which is something that you can't really get around other than maybe keeping the ball on his left side, but let me tell you, his attack position is so intelligent, and if you set the right sort of player instructions on him, then you can definitely get him into the areas where you'll really hurt your opposition. His passing is also incredible in every department, whether he's out wide, crossing it in, to playing the ball through. You know, obviously you can move him in game with the correct sort of custom tactics as well. So you could maybe even use him at cam and you get a really good player out of him in that position, I think. But wow, what an absolute god with the ball at his feet. He's also got insane dribbling ability. His agility and balance are pretty decent. Reactions, ball control, dribbling and composure also very good. I think it's a little bit harsh that they have given him 3-star skill moves. I think 4-star would have been more of a reflection on Giggs' actual potential. I think 4-star would have been an actual better reflection overall of Giggs. Even though he wasn't a step over merchant, he was a very tricky customer and definitely one that probably deserves 4-star rather than 3. His stamina is good, yes, not the most strong or the most aerially gifted, but very fun to use. As you will see with some of these clips, he was absolutely superb and definitely one I would recommend. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. That was my top 5 look at really cheap icons that you can fit into your team early doors in FIFA and really will make a difference. Let me know what you guys think about these players and my picks in the comments below. Anyone that I've missed, anyone that you think maybe shouldn't have got in this video that you think is rubbish, let me know in the comments. I love reading what you guys have to say, and peace.